What up, gang? Oh,
Oh, here you go. There you
that's crazy.
go. Okay.
What up, fam? It's your cousin CuZo Smif.
And this is Brother.
Yes, sir. All right, so we back with episode 6. Sorry for the hiatus. A lot of things been going on, but we bite.
It's life. And, we're just talking. We're just talking, and now you're here again, and it's a good thing. So thank you for being here.
Oh yeah, man.
So, what have you been up to? Oh, sorry to interrupt you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you what I've been up to, man. Not too much. I just been really looking for, you know, I'm just doing a lot of networking, just talking to different people and seeing where we could go, possibly. Uh, but what about you, man?
I've been learning fighting games.
Fighting games. Okay, that's not bad. Streaming games have been skyrocketing, bro, as far as finance.
Oh man, even just chatting. Like, you can just stream yourself talking to your chat or talking to guests or something. Or maybe even licking ears, like some very popular streamers.
hmm Shoot, I tell you what, man. It's it's a lot of popular streamers, man. I think it's getting overcrowded a little bit, but people are different. Different
It's
strokes
its
for
own
different folks.
scene. I mean, YouTube felt crowded 5 or 6 years ago, but here we are, and it's still very much its own little world.
Oh yeah, man. But yeah, speaking of the world, man, we got the Olympics going on right now, and turns out the biggest news, besides the sports that's going on, Simone Biles, taking a step back. You wanna talk about this?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So she said it, or initially she had said it was for personal reasons and decided that she wasn't going to participate anymore. Her team was with her. She said she's not quitting. She needs time to herself. Let me see if I can get a good quote for that.
I really, think that it was mental health. She said, correct?
She said we're human,
Yeah.
and it's something that hasn't really been brought up, at least in the past 100, 200 years of the Olympics. I mean, obviously the Olympics have gone on for a while, but uh, typically athletes are just told to push themselves, and we had discussed this last week.
hmm Yeah, but
And people are becoming more upfront of going, hey, I'm at the top of my game,
mhm.
but I need some time. Like, she is not only the star of the gymnastics team, but she was a previous shoe in to win. So there's an immense amount of pressure on her from who the hell knows what sorts of people put pressure on someone for that.
Right, and that's what I was, really losing my mind about because people have to understand, like, the sport that she does, she has to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? And then,
Oh yeah.
yeah, and then like her mindset is already to, be a perfectionist. It's kind of weird how it's like people can just be like, oh, how could you ask for a break? Because my head has been on perfect for a long time. I just need a break. That's all she's asking for. And I feel like people are being very rude and just, I don't know, man. Like if it was them, they would of course ask for that, that break. But since it's somebody else, it's so easy to point the finger and just talk crap about somebody else.
In a positive note, we can talk about, I believe it's Highland Diaz from the Philippines, the
Mm.
first gold medal for the Philippines in over 100 years.
100 years?
I think so. Let's see here. Yeah, it's been a very very long time of them. I guess since they've been in it.
Wow. Wow.
You should really take a moment and watch the clip of her winning. It is, talk about a feel good video,
Mm-hmm.
dude. It's just heartwarming.
Man, cause I know that she did good. I mean, she had to do good to win that, bro. But yeah, man. Like, is there any other good news that we can do real quick? Like, is there anybody else?
Let's see here.
Cause that's what really needs to happen. These people who are pretty much representing the country, you need more love, bro. They can't just be like, oh yeah, they're an athlete, just do a good job, whatever the case may be. But they need to feel that love. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like I really feel like therapy coaches need to be on the sidelines from now on, or need to be in the locker rooms. Whatever the case may be. But everybody, everybody needs a therapist, especially these athletes right now. Because it's like
Yeah,
soon
they
as
should have one that goes with them.
right. Because it's like win or lose, you need somebody to talk to, bro. You need somebody to talk to, especially those, whether you're a football player or basketball player. A lot of them travel a lot, especially when it come down to away games. Well, I think it's hockey too, where it's like, oh, and baseball. Can't forget baseball. Where it's like, they travel away games for like 6 games in a row, and they don't see family, they don't see, friends or whatever. They're not familiar with the spaces that they're going to.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I think it's
Um,
dope.
so far, I mean, obviously there's been lots of countries, but the U.S. had won 14 gold medals.
This year, so far.
Yeah, so far.
All right, not
Pretty
too
great,
bad.
right?
Oh yeah, that's pretty great. You know what's not so great?
What?
Well, I don't know. People who are just talking about people who are just minding their business, or just innocent bystanders who just get any kind of nagging. It's just, it's kind of sad. Well, the person I'm speaking of is the baby. He had a ridiculous. I don't know. Like some fans are loving the performance, but some of us took what he said, as a highlight. Cause boy, I wouldn't want to use highlight, but it was terrible. Care to
I think
elaborate?
it's just, yeah, and I don't want to repeat the quote because some of our viewers may find it offensive. Go look it up yourself. Not hard to find.
Exactly, because you see, I wasn't gonna take that one. No, I'm not saying it.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, why would you say that shit? That's really, to me, like, I've never heard any sort of concert be hyped up like that.
Yeah.
It's just a really oddly specific thing. It's like, hey, if you own a 2003 Honda Civic outside maroon red, put your cell phone up. Fuck yeah. Like,
Yeah.
what? What the fuck, man?
Dude, it blew my mind because it was like, I don't know. I mean, shit. I just felt like that's childish, bro. No one asked for that. I think even some guys who aren't gay took offense to that because it's like, bro, like I don't know, like it made shit awkward. You feel me? Especially for me
We got
watching. You know what I'm
we
saying?
gotta
Like,
remember that entertainers aren't always good role models.
right? But
I
it
think
it
I
was
think
so
a lot of
cringy.
people, hey, brother's message of the week, month, day, whatever. Don't make people on TV your idols. You are bound to live a really shitty life.
Oh, definitely, bro. Especially the ones that spend money on bullshit. Don't even get me started.
Just quite a few of them, to say the least.
Yeah, man. But it's just ridiculous how you can, the show had nothing to do about Pride Month in the first place or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just literally the fact of he took innocent bystanders and just pretty much just I want to say verbally abused. I could use that. I could say verbally abuse them. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
mean,
Like,
for people that haven't heard him and want me to give a gist without saying what he said, he basically like said some kind of shit towards people with like anybody that is homosexual or has HIV/AIDS. Like people that have HIV/AIDS don't get fucked up enough by having HIV/AIDS.
hmm and it's like some people are actually born with that shit. That's the sad part.
Dude, think how many people still support Chris Brown.
Yeah. So I don't think that he'll be canceled. I'll tell you that. I don't think the baby will be canceled. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, and this comes from somebody that really loves and respects this artist. But like the fact that Dr. Dre isn't canceled after beating the fuck out of his wife,
I
to
mean,
me that just makes it where like if somebody can get away with something like that, even in these days, people can get away with something like that. I don't think he's gonna be canceled by that. Like of shit.
Oh,
They
yeah.
don't care.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's like it ain't like he gonna be able to walk alone. You know. I mean, he gonna be
Yeah,
able
it
to
just
walk
means
protected, but it's like at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure. You know, some people in the you know, the LGBTQ community, they will definitely, you know, take offense to that and probably do something. You know, I don't wish nothing on nobody. First of all, but
there'll probably be more people going to his show to make some fucking TikTok or something.
to make a bro, has TikTok taken our society like that, bro?
Hell yeah, it has. Don't even get me started on the social media rant.
But I don't know.
Everybody, if you, I'm telling you.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can rock with TikTok like that, man. I don't know if I can, because right, I won't. Screw, I ain't even gonna talk about why I won't. I just won't. But
no, you can't. Yeah, definitely tell me why. But like, I definitely agree with you. Please.
nah, but the reason, okay, I'll tell you why. The reason why I won't, you know, get on the TikTok train like that, because I don't really think they truly understand or really truly care about black artists as far as the ones who, you know, release their content on TikTok.
Really?
Really. Like, you didn't hear about how, you know, some people are kind of, you know, taking a hiatus from TikTok like some black creators are?
I care so little about TikTok, and I
Yeah,
feel
that's
it's the de-evolution of our brains. I feel all social media is, truly, but in particular TikTok has been really detrimental to just everything.
Oh yeah, it had definitely shortened attention spans like crazy. But I mean, that's what Vine was for us.
Oh man, Vine. But the thing is, Vine's user base wasn't even as big as TikTok's is now.
Oh, you're right.
You know,
You're right.
you don't
Everybody
have
on
the
that
suburban,
shit.
you don't have the suburban white moms on Vine. You have them on TikTok though.
True. But it, you know, what's crazy is that some moms back then, you know, they did their thing on Vine, but they trying to hide this TikTok shit.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, bro, I understand you 40, you want to hang, but at the same time, you know, it's okay. But let's go into something a little bit more serious. You know, let's get off these celebrities. It's a serious matter that we thought we handled, but apparently we could not come to, you know, completion. As far as making sure everybody was on point with this vaccination. But Florida is leading, huh?
COVID.
Yeah, but why are we leading in COVID cases?
Why is Florida leaving?
Us.
Leading?
Yeah, why us?
Yeah. Because it's there are a lot of people in Florida. I don't know why. Florida, very polarized against anything, like basically pretending that the virus is a fairy tale. Really. And
Bro, I just fucking,
it's
I
hard
feel
to
like
deal
they
with
just,
that, especially
uh-huh.
with such an outspoken governor, you know, and you have some people that were already like anti-vax to begin with that have their hubs here.
Right. But you don't feel like these people think that the vaccination is like somehow magic or some shit like that, like some magic serum. You know, what kind of potion is in that to make you start to think that, oh, okay, I don't need a mask. I can just walk out here. I'm invincible. Nah, that ain't how it work, man. I'm telling you, that ain't how it work. I think. What were you about to say?
Oh, so I agree that we lifted, particularly in Florida, we lifted mask mandates too soon.
Yeah.
But it's also, I know why, summer's coming up. First of all, Florida summer is already rough. Second of all, they want the tourism dollars. People are going to come here because they can pretend that life is normal.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's just kind of spiraled out of control. Have I enjoyed, at least for a short period of time, going to some places without a mask? Yes, but also, like, especially if I know that I can make other people sick,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wear my mask again because I don't want that to happen to myself or others.
Yeah. And I totally get that. I don't know. It's just a fact of you have to be cautious of of others, and on top of that, just do the right thing. I feel like that's what people should think first before they just be like, oh, if I got the vaccine, I can do anything. I can breathe on people. I can just be within 6 feet. That's crazy. How you just take a shot and just everything just vanish like that. That's
I mean,
ridiculous.
at some point, we have to find a medium, though, and that's going to be really the hard tipping part because it's not something that fully will ever go away. It's like the flu or not strep throat. I don't think no strep throat isn't viral, but like the flu, like it just changes year over year, time over time, and you can still get the flu if you get the flu vaccine, but at the same time, like, we would have to stop everything again every time the flu broke out. So there has to be some kind of middle ground that we can find where eventually things can go back to semi-normal, but I mean, this is going to be something that we're going to be dealing with for a long time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because there's no cure. There may be eventually herd immunity, but especially with people not getting vaccinated, of which there are like entire cities where 80-90% of people are not vaccinated.
Hmm.
It's gonna be a long, bloody road.
Oh yeah. And I'll just say it like we pretty much failed as a country when it come down to making sure we were doing the right thing. But I tell you what, who also is a fucking virus and who's getting on my nerves right now?
Let me hear it.
Man, that boy DeSantis. I'm so sick of DeSantis, man. He got to go, buddy.
He's pandering so hard. That's what's upsetting me. Is he's making things happen to people directly when we hear, which I guess is politics, but it's not something reasonable. It's just like completely outlandish decisions.
Man, since I don't really know how to be politically correct, I'm gonna let brother take this story. So what is it that he's trying to overturn?
All right. So, Governor DeSantis is actually trying to propose overturning Roe versus Wade. For the people that don't know what Roe v. Wade is, it is essentially a case that occurred, I think it was in the 70s or so, that constitutionally protects women's rights to have an abortion. Now, this is a very divisive topic. I completely understand as far as moral decisions one way or the other, but actually getting the law overturned is it's like a conservative landmark to have that done. So depending on how you feel, and I'm trying to stay as neutral as possible on this, like, some people may love this, but to a lot of people, myself included, it's kind of a violation of a woman's right.
Bro, that's my whole thing. Like, people in office or just men in general, stop telling women what the fuck to do with their body.
Yep.
I'm so tired of this shit, man. It's like, first of all, okay, I didn't want to rant. I won't rant. I'll just say a little snippet of what I had. Okay.
Let me hear it.
I just really think it's trash. Like, I really think it's trash for a lot of men to tell women what to do with their body because, first of all, the woman's body is complicated as hell. Men and women can both agree, right? It's already that for what it is, and I don't know, bro. Like, outside of that, it's just men who are pigs. Women have to deal with that shit on a daily basis. Then on top of that, it's just I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, what more can a woman ask for besides protection? Besides just leave me the fuck alone? Like, I don't know, man. Women going through enough for what it is already.
And there can even be more moderation on it that would suit both parties. For instance, getting rid of like third trimester abortions, which are the ones that typically these anti-abortion groups film and show because it's not a pretty ordeal at all. But for a lot of people, having a a pill form of contraceptive, like a Plan B or something like that, stops. Yes. Will they not have a child? That is correct. But at the same time, like, there are already so many humans on this earth